Valley Club Marvel Strike Force ultimately is a game of resource management, and with almost 270 characters in a game right now, sometimes you can make a bad choice and put the resources on a wrong character. So in this video, we're going to rate every single character in the game right now from best to worst to help you avoid these mistakes. And if you're ready to count them down with me, then you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin and I hope you're having a great day. In this video, we're rating every single character in Marvel Strike Force. We've done this with teams of 4, but now we break down every single individual character from best to worst. What are the characters that you should build right away and which of the characters we're going to skip? Before we get to this list, if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for more good Marvel Strike Force content, at least 5 Marvel Strike Force videos per week on the channel. But without further ado, let's go right ahead and look at that tier list. So we are rating them from best to worst. So there's a few different ratings here. The S tier, these are characters that I would take in tier 19 right now. Now, officially, I would not take any except for Black Knight, Apocalypse, and Super Skrull. The rest of the way to them actually close to Dark Dimension 7, close to getting in there, but assuming that we are right there right now, these are the characters that I would take right away. So these are the characters that have value long-term, they have some value in arena, and have value in every single game mode right now. That's the best right now. So level 100, these are characters that have value in multiple game modes, maybe not every single game mode, so maybe not in the arena meta, but in the raid meta, also involved in the Cosmic Crucible, or maybe or war meta. We have 2 B tiers right here. One is for Cosmic Crucible, one is for raids. Now, Cosmic Crucible and war, these are teams that you can invest in because they should have a longer shelf life than other raid teams. Raid teams, I would just invest in some of these characters just until you can beat whatever raid you and Alliance are doing, then stop investing them. Niche value, these are some characters that are pretty good. I wouldn't invest too much into them, but you may need them for earlier content, and F is trash. These are characters not to invest in. So first character on the list is Absorbing Man, and I guess we're going by alphabetical order, and Absorbing Man is a good character, part of the Masters of Evil, and is a very good war character needed on that team. Abomination, not really needed right now for anything, is a part of that Apocalypse unlock. And of course, this list is assuming that you have the Horseman teams, have Apocalypse done. If you don't have them done, the value will shift of these characters, or if you're going for certain legendary characters, some of the value may shift of these characters. But after you've unlocked Apocalypse and all your legendary characters, this is where I would rate them. Abomination, you do need it for Apocalypse, kind of a backup character right now in war. So Gamma, he's on the Gamma team, I would rate them there. Adam Warlock is a very good character as part of Infinity Watch, but right now, Infinity Watch has a lot of value in War and Cosmic Crucible, not too much value outside of there, so same thing with Adam Warlock. Agatha is on the Darkhold, and of course, they still have a lot of defensive value in Cosmic Crucible and War, so Agatha gets that rating there. Agent Venom, really good character on that Rebirth team, but Rebirth team is kind of the flavor of last year. This year's flavor is the Hiveblind team. Now, because Agent Venom still has that symbiote tag, still has a little bit of value in Cosmic Crucible and War, not really using him in the raids anymore, so this is where he goes. All of these AIM characters are total trash right now. Do not invest in any of them. There is no reason to invest in any of these AIM characters. Show is just like Abomination, part of that Gamma team, and they still have some value. Great value in War, okay in Cosmic Crucible, but yeah, the Gamma team is very, very good in War. I think the Young Avengers still have some niche value. Not going to take you to any meta content right now, but America Chavez is part of that team and will give you some value there. Ant-Man is a trash character right now. Asian Anti-Venom, unfortunately, is a trash character right now. We're going to the top of the list with Apocalypse. He is a top tier character right now. Archangel does have a little bit of value. The Death Seed is still used to counter a few things in War. Not really seeing them too much in Cosmic Crucible, and because the whole Death Seed team does have some value in War, I would place Archangel in this category. Zemo has a good niche use. He has a very, very early ability block. Not sure if the focus will allow that ability block to stick in a lot of the current characters, so he still does have some niche value. Beast, I think, does have a little bit of niche value because the Professor X is on the horizon. We did have some X-Men reworked a little bit, and because of that, they still have a little bit of value in War, a little bit in Crucible as far as defensively, but yeah, not really needed for anything right now. Beta Ray Bill is a good character, but I would only invest in him for the raids right now, part of that Bifrost team. Bifrost should be replaced down the road soon. I don't know. The next raid team that should be replaced should be the Bifrost team. Astonishing X-Men. Bishop does still have a little tiny bit of value. I would rate him close to trash, but since Beast is in here, I have to put Bishop in here as well. Unfortunately, Black Bolt is a trash character right now. Awesome kit, but his stats didn't really keep up with a lot of the meta. Black Cat is involved in Arena, is involved not really in the raids, but is involved in Cosmic Crucible and War, so she is a great character. We talked about Black Knight as being one of the best characters in the game, so yes, S tier for Black Knight. The Wakandans, War Dogs, they still have some value in Cosmic Crucible and War. More of a backup, not one of your first teams in War, but because the War Dogs are pretty good in War for countering a lot of teams, both Black Panther and Black Panther 1mm go in the War category. The Infestation team is good on War defense, and for that, Black Widow is rated here. Blob is a total trash character. The Invaders are total trash characters. Bullseye is a trash character. Cable has a little bit of value because of what he does as his passive, changing the speed bar and helping some mirror matches. So for that, I say he does have some niche value. Captain America is part of that out-of-time team, OG Captain America, and for that, he has some value in War. Cosmic Crucible, actually, I would bring him to level 100 because of that out-of-time value, one of the best teams in the game. Captain America World War II, that whole team has fallen off since the introduction of the new Spider Society, so Captain America World War II, trash character right now. Peggy Carter, just like Captain America, is going to be a character that I take to level 100, part of this out-of-time team. You have a lot of value for A-Force right now in War, but not too much outside of that, and is not one of the top War offense teams, but they are involved. They're probably in your top 10. So Captain America, the whole A-Force is there. We have some value for Carnage, and I would bring him up to level 100. He is a raid character, but right now the Hive Mind has a little bit of value in Cosmic Crucible, a little bit of value in War countering certain teams. And for that, I bring the rest of the Hive Mind up to level 100. We have a lot of value for the new Warriors. So Cloak goes into the War category. Unfortunately, the Heroes for Hire is not really that good, even on War defense. Yeah, there's a lot more teams that could beat the Heroes for Hire. So I'd say there's more of a niche War defense team. I would also say Colossus is a niche character as well. Did just get a little slight rework with that X-Men rework, but right now, more of a niche character, doesn't really fit into any solid team. The Black Order is pretty good in War. If you have them small like my Black Order, they have hardly any value. But if you have a big Black Order, they have some value in Cosmic Crucible and War. For that, Corvus Glaives gets a B rating because of the value of the Black Order right now. This guy is not super good. Cosmic Ghost Rider, but I think we just go for War for Cosmic Ghost Rider, and I think he has some value. I would not take him to level 100 yet until we know what is going on with the Legendary event. We may need him at level 100 for the next Legendary character, because as we know, the out-of-time team does unlock the next Legendary character, so Cosmic Ghost Rider will have some value with that. Cosmo is just strictly a War character, part of that Nowhere team. Very good team in War, but the rest of the team has no value outside of War. Coulson is very good on the new Avengers. They're great in War. Oki and Cosmic Crucible. Crossbones has 0 value. Crystal has 0 value. Just like the rest of the Black Order, I would put Cull Obsidian with the rest of them as a War team. Cyclops is a character, a part of the Extreme X-Men that's also very good on defense in War, defense in Crucible, used in multiple game modes. So Cyclops very, very good for level 100. Dagger, just like Cloak, is going to be a Cosmic Crucible War team. Not a lot of value for Daredevil. Dark Beast has some value, part of the Death Seed in War, but not a lot, not what it used to be. All right, Pegasus is an interesting case, and Pegasus does have a lot of value right now. Cosmic Crucible, War, and they are a raid team, of course. So Darkhawk, I would take to level 100. Dazzler still has some value in Cosmic Crucible, not so much in War, but because of that, in some of these defensive teams, I would put Dazzler there. Deadpool will have some value when the Merch for Money team comes into the game. But as of right now, I would say he's niche just because they're on the horizon. But right now, he really is a trash character. He hasn't got his rework yet. Deathlock, trash character. Deathpool is an interesting case, part of the New Warriors, but you do need her to unlock Apocalypse. If you don't have Apocalypse, the value goes up a little bit for Deathpool. But if not, you can hold off on, or you can build this character for Cosmic Crucible and War. Doc Ock, part of the Sinister and Superior 6. I would take him to a level 100 because of the value that they have all over the place. We have an interesting case here, another Secret Defender with Doctor Strange normal. I don't even think he has a lot of war value, so I would put him in a niche category right now. Some people do run that full Secret Defenders in war. I don't, and I think he can be a niche character. Dr. Voodoo, part of the Dark Hunters team. They have a little bit of value right now. I still kind of use them to take out the Heroes for Hire, but Heroes for Hire is not a strong team anymore. So yeah, they are a niche war team right now. Domino, as of me recording this, does not have any value. Dr. Doom has a little bit of value. I'm not sure if I would bring him all the way to level 100. I actually did bring him to level 100. Still got one shot at this morning Cosmic Crucible. And for that, I would say he's a good Cosmic Crucible character, a good war character, but level 100 doesn't really do anything. I mean, you're looking for that time rewind, and a level 100 2-diamond Dr. Doom still getting one-shotted, not what he used to be. Dormammu is a very good character. Take him to level 100 right away. Drax is a pre-taunt tank, which is valuable in a game, but still... Actually, well, let's give him a niche value. I still use him sometimes a little bit when I need a pre-taunt tank. There's not a lot of them. Drax is probably the worst of the pre-taunt tanks, but because he does have that pre-taunt, he does have a little bit of niche value. Black Order, like we talked about, not a huge team unless you put a lot of investment into them. Maybe they should be moved down to War, but because they do have some value in Cosmic Crucible at high levels and War, I would put them as a B category. Echo right now, I would put it in niche categories because that's where I feel that the Young Avengers are. I think she has a little bit more value than some other characters because she does prevent counterattacks, does have some value in certain seasons of Cosmic Crucible, so she has some niche value there. Electro, part of the Sinister 6, is not on one of my main Sinister 6 teams, so I would say it's a niche category. Elektra, not very good. Let's go with niche value for Elektra or Elsa Bloodstone here because she is part of that same Dark Hunters team. Emma Frost, I think, is going to still have a lot of value in Cosmic Crucible and War because she does kind of like Cable. She has a little more value than Cable, but you're using Emma Frost a little bit more in some of these game modes. Falcon is a old, outdated character, but still does have a good special. And once in a while, especially versus Pegasus, I still use this character in Cosmic Crucible. Very, very niche, though. You really need to build him a lot. You're mainly bringing him for the special and does have some niche value there. Unfortunately, we do have some value in Phantom X right now. Extreme X-Men, the Unlimited X-Men, the hybrid teams of these them seeing them on defense in wars. So Phantom X is B-tier character for me, but maybe a little lower for a lot of the people out there. Firestar and the New Warriors, very good team in Cosmic Crucible and War. Forge is a very good character in the raids, and the rest of the Extreme X-Men are also good in other game modes as well. So Forge goes up to the top, or at level 100. Gambit also goes to level 100 as well because of the value of the Extreme X-Men in other game modes. Gamora and the rest of Infinity Watch do have some value in Cosmic Crucible and War. I would say Gamora is a little bit more value than some of the other Infinity Watch members. A strong Gamora is very, very strong, but yeah, she is the B tier category. Ghost, trash. Ghost Rider goes into the niche category with the rest of the Dark Hunters. Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes is one of the top tier characters. I wouldn't build him up right now, put that gear tier 19 on him. Definitely bring him to the level 100 right now, but if I was entering Dark Dimension 7 right now, this is a character that I would automatically take to gear 19. Ghost Spider did get a little bit more value because of the role on the Spider Society. So I would say at this point, just raid only till we get a little bit more information. As I'm recording this, Penny Parker not released in the game yet. Like I said, AIM is a trash team. Green Goblin Classic has a little bit of value with the rest of the Infestation as a defensive team in war. Actually, that's the Goblin version of Green Goblin. Green Goblin Classic is a great character. I'll take him all the way up to level 100, maybe even. Actually, sometimes I do see him in Arena. Let's put him in the S tier category right now. I would wait till you close to Dark Dimension 7 before I gear 19 this character, but very good in multiple game modes, especially involved in the Arena meta right now. Groot is a trash character. We do have some value for the rest of the Hive Mind, like I said, in Cosmic Crucible, War, and the Raid. So I think I would rate the rest of the Hive Mind at level A right now. Gwenpool is a great new warrior character, and all of them are trash. I know Nobu is going to disappoint a few people because Nobu is the only character that can revive people even when he's dead. But yeah, he and the rest of the hand really are trash. Hawkeye is a very niche character. I don't know if a lot of people are still using him to counter that infestation, but he was used to counter infestation for a while, so you're still using that niche character. If you're not using him to counter infestation, he goes down to the trash category. Heartless Doctor Strange, like the rest of the Darkhold, is a Crucible Ward character right now. Heimdall is pretty trash. He does have a little bit of niche value because you can't blind, but I'd say pretty trash at this point. Greg is just like Hela, and they go together. I'd say both of these characters right now have a lot of value. Maybe not multiple game modes, maybe not Arena right now, but Hela and Greg, guess they gotta stay together. We'll build them up to level 100. Hulk is part of that Gamma team, which has a lot of value in war. Hulk Buster is trash. Both versions of the Human Torch, I'm not sure why I have two. They're both trash. Hydra minions are all trash. Let's put them all in that trash category. As we move on to Iceman, part of that astonishing X-Men, who I think Beast, Bishop are a little special case. Iceman doesn't fall into that category. I think I rate Iceman as a trash character right now. Icarus is a great character. I would bring him up to level 100 right now. I think he's level 100 right now. Invisible Woman, not very good. Iron Fist, not very good. The other Iron Fist, not very good. Ironheart version 1, not very good, but Ironheart Mark 2 is a level 100 character, in my opinion. Normal Iron Man, not very good, but Iron Man Infinity War, oh, that is a total different case. Cabal, I also think I would bring them up to level 100 right now. We have some value in War for Jane Foster, although I would say it's more of a niche value right now because the Asgardians are kind of falling off. Jessica Jones falls with the rest of the A-Force. They're pretty good in War right now. She can be replaced on some other teams. Jubilee is kind of like Bishop and Beast. They have some niche value right now because of the recent rework. Jubilee is the only one that got reworked, but because of that, the entire team has a little bit of value. Normal Juggernaut, total trash character. Kang is one of the best characters in the game right now. Still use him in the Arena meta. Let's bring him up to the Arena meta at the S tier, not an A tier category. Karnak, one of the worst characters in the game. We have a little bit of a niche value. They are falling, but still a little tiny bit of value for the Young Avengers. Kestrel is a character that I think is one of the best in the game. I put some diamonds on her as well. Killmonger, I think, has lost a lot of value and goes into the trash category. Kingpin has a little bit of niche value as part of the Underworld team, but I don't have him built very big, and the Underworld still performs very well. Kitty Pryde, like Iceman, I think is going to be in that trash category. Korath is a trash character. Korg, unfortunately, should be in the trash category, but because Nowhere is so good in War, he goes up to the B tier. Craven is a character that I think is worthy of taking up to level 100, so very, very good character there. The rest of the Kree going in the trash category with Korath. Same thing with Lady Deathstrike. All of these characters are not worth investing in, especially because now you don't need them to unlock Nick Fury. Lady Deathstrike, I would also rate in as trash. And Leader, I would bring up to level 100. Yes, they're pretty much going to be just for Cosmic Crucible. They don't have a lot of value in War, but they're so good in Cosmic Crucible. I think they are a character that are worthy of going up to level 100. Lizard is another character, part of that Superior Sinister 6 that goes up there. Loki is a character that you just build up for the raids, and if you wanted to skip a character, he is more of a kit-based character. You can put a little investment in, a minimal investment into him. Teen Loki is part of that Bifrost that you need for the raids as well. Unfortunately, Longshot doesn't even have any niche value anymore. Same thing with this guy. Actually, we can see Heroes for Hire as a little niche value, so I'll put him there. Madeline Pryor, not very good. Magic got a little bit of a rework. I don't use her, but I know some people do. I'm gonna put her in a niche value category. The Death Seed, like I said, does still have some value in Cosmic Crucible and War. We'll put Magneto there. Mantis, unfortunately, was the best healer for 2 weeks. Then Minerva came out, so she never was really a good healer, except for those 2 weeks. No value for Maria Hill right now. Not a lot of value. Very niche value for M'Baku. I think on the top War Dogs Wakanda's team, he's out of the team, but yeah, I think he can. He has a little bit of value. Mephisto, most people don't have this character unlocked, but yeah, he's one of the best characters in the game right now. The rest of these minions, let's put into the trash category. Minerva does have a little tiny bit of value. She pairs well with the Undying team in War and pairs on some niche teams in Cosmic Crucible. So I'd say right now she is a niche character. The rest of the Heroes for Hire are also niche characters. One of the best War teams is the New Avengers, and Mockingbird is part of that team. They're great in War. Moondragon is a great character and part of the Infinity Watch. Moon Knight, not very good. Moonstone is part of the Masters of Evil, very good in Cosmic Crucible and War. Some niche value for the rest of the Dark Hunters, Morbius and Mordo. Morgan Le Fay is one of the best characters in the game. You bring her to level 100 if you have the resources. Mr. Fantastic is total trash. We have Mr. Negative as having some value as part of the Underworld in Cosmic Crucible and War. Mr. Sinister, because of his clone mechanic, not really in the meta right now, but he still does have some niche value because of that clone mechanic. Rest of the new Young Avengers, I'm placing in the niche value category. Miss Marvel Hardlight is a secret defender. I am bringing her up to level 100 as soon as possible. Multiple Woman, not very good. We have a great Cosmic Crucible War character in Mephisto. You may want to even bring him up to level 100. I don't have the resources for that, and I don't think I'm missing out on too much, so I think he is a great raid character. Mystique, trash. Nakia is part of the War Dogs in that War team. Let's build her up and put her in a War category. Namor, very good character. Build him up to level 100 along with the rest of the Cabal. Nebula goes into the Cosmic Crucible War categories as well. No value for Nerd. We have a Death Seed member, so that is for War and Nemesis. Nick Fury does have a little bit of value in Cosmic Crucible and War, the only member of the event, the Invaders that does, so he goes into the B here. Nico Minoru is a War character as part of the A4, so she also is going to go into that B tier category. One of the best characters in the game is Nightcrawler. I would bring him up to level 100. Night Nurse has lost a lot of value. Nobu, like I said, is trash. Nova is probably the best of the Nowhere team, and I think he is a character that has enough plug-and-play value that it is worth it to bring him up to level 100. We have Okoye as part of the Cosmic Crucible and War teams. Omega Red is great in Cosmic Crucible, great in War, not too great in other game modes, so is part of that B tier. We have some Spider Society members, and I think they're going to be have a lot of value outside of Cosmic Crucible and the raids. I think you eventually, when this full team is on, you do need to bring them up to level 100. Let's move Peter up to level 100 as well, and we'll move down to Phoenix. I think Phoenix does have some niche value, kind of like the rest of the X-Men. I don't have a solid spot for Cosmic Crucible or War, but I know she's used by a lot of other people, so pretty good. I think Photon is very good in War, but not great outside of that as part of the Secret Defenders. We have Phylavel as part of the Infinity Watch going to a Crucible team. Polaris, not very good. We have a little bit of War value for the Black Order, like I said, although I'm thinking of maybe moving them to more of a niche team. Now that I'm talking about that, saying that out loud, we have another Death Seed member in Psylocke. We have Punisher, not very good. Pyro, not very good. Quake was a good character, but not very good anymore. And we have Quicksilver, who does have some value in Arena right now. And for that, I would build him all the way up right now. All right, we have some Ravagers. These are trash characters. Even Ravager Stitcher, who is a cheap character that a lot of people did take in previous Dark Dimensions. I took him into previous Dark Dimensions, but he is a trash character. Do not build this character up too much. Red Goblin is part of that Hive Mind team, and Red Goblin is a character that I would bring up to level 100 because of that. One of the better Hive Mind characters. I think we do have a little bit of niche value still in Red Guardian, just like Drax is a pre-match taunter, so he's going to have some value there. Red Hawk, very good character. We are bringing him up to level 100 because there's a lot of use in multiple game modes. Red Skull, not very valuable. Rescue is a great character and part of that Pegasus. I would also bring her up to level 100. Rhino is a good character as part of the Sinister and Superior 6. One thing that he does is avoid the team from getting blinded, so I think he's a great character. If you have the resources, build him up for Cosmic Crucible and build him up for War. Rocket Raccoon is a trash character. We have another Horseman character in Rogue, and I think Rogue is a good character to take up to level 100, mainly for Cosmic Crucible and War. I think actually I would bring her down a little bit because she does not have the raid value like the rest of the Extreme X-Men. She is a War character right now. Ronin has almost no value right now. We have some value from Ronin, the other Ronin, the Hawkeye version of Ronin. He's a great character as part of the new Avengers. Sabretooth, very little value right now. I think we still do have a little bit of niche value for Captain Sam, the only character that I think has some niche value. A part of that Secret Avengers. Scarlet Witch is a part of that Darkhold team, and you do need her to unlock Apocalypse. However, I think at this point, she is a niche character, not one of the best characters for War or Cosmic Crucible. Scarlet Spider, not very good. Scientist Supreme, not very good. Scream, not very good. Cersei, along with Icarus, are two of the best characters in the game. I would bring both of them up to level 100. They are a powerful duo in multiple game modes, mainly Cosmic Crucible and War. Shang-Chi still has a lot of niche value. I don't really use him too much in the raids or no value in the raids, but I don't really use him in Cosmic Crucible or War right now. Not a lot of value from Sharon Carter. I would say she's a trash character right now, along with Shatterstar as well. Not very good. She-Hulk is part of that Gamma team, and they are still a very good War team. The rest of the Shield minions are not good. They are pretty trashy characters, so let's put them all in the trash category. I would say that Shocker is a niche character. Shocker is the first character that Doc Ock summons, and for that, not a lot of people build them up. But some people still have him in some of these hybrid teams for Superior/Sinister 6 combos, so he does have a little bit of value. Shuri is on that War Dogs Wakandan team, and she is going to be used in Cosmic Crucible War, not as a top tier character, but as more of a backup character. Sif, I think, has lost a lot of value and is not even on the top hero as Guardians anymore. Silver Samurai, the Weapon X is not a great team. We still have some value from Omega Red, but not a lot of the rest of the Weapon X team. Silver Surfer is a okay niche character, doesn't really fit on a team anymore. Not too much value from Miles, not too much value from Spider-Man. We do have some value in Cosmic Crucible and War for this character right here, Spider-Man 2099. We also have some value in Cosmic Crucible and War for big time Spider-Man. It had a little bit of arena value back in the day. As we move on, Noir is a great character for a bunch of game modes. I think he's going to be a great character in War and Cosmic Crucible, but I think this is a character that will benefit from building all the way up. But Vitra as well, I think we can build him up to level 100 pretty confidently down the road. Not really right now, though. Spider-Punk, I think, is a trash character right now. Slayer is a great character, part of that Sinister and Superior 6. I would put him in the War category. I think a lot of the Sinister and Superior 6 has a little bit more value than Slayer, although Slayer is a very, very good character. Really right on the edge of this level 100 and CC War category. We have value for Weaver in multiple game modes, but right now that's more for Cosmic Crucible and War. Same thing with Spider-Woman. She's part of that A-Force, and they're pretty good for Cosmic Crucible and War right now. Not a lot of value for the Young Avengers, like I said. This character, I would put him as more of a War character, just like Cosmic Ghost Rider. Don't know if you need to build all of them up to make them highly effective, but they are going to be part of the Out of Time team, which is going to be part of the next legendary unlock. Star-Lord does have some niche value because he does distribute energy, and unfortunately, Star-Lord Annihilation is part of that Nowhere team. So just because that team is so good, they kind of by default is going to be a B tier category. Stature has no value. Unfortunately, Storm did not get a rework with the rest of the X-Men. No value. Strife, not a lot of value either. And let's move on to Sunspot. This is a character that you definitely need for Apocalypse. Don't see him as much in Cosmic Crucible and War, but because you need him for Apocalypse, I want to put him in a niche category. His kit is not that bad either. We have Sunspot as part of the Extreme X-Men. This is a character that probably has the least value outside the raids. The rest of the Extreme X-Men do have a lot of value outside the raids, but I think Sunspot value is relegated to just the raids, so I think we could place him right here. Super Skrull, one of the best characters in the game. He should go to the top spot, one of the top tier characters in the game right now. Let's get him all the way up here to level S. All right, we have Swarm, a little bit of a infestation character, so has some value in war. Sylvie, I think she is a raid character only. Don't build her up too much outside of the raids. Void Knight is a character that you take all the way to level 100. And if you are very close to entering Dark Dimension, you can put some gear in this character because Void Knight, a character that I use all the time in Arena, counters a lot of teams there. Symbiote Spider-Man, unfortunately, does not have a lot of value anymore in the game. We have Taskmaster, who's part of that Underworld team. So Taskmaster, Mr. Negative go together on that team. Star-Lord, T'Challa, not very good in the game right now. I think if any Black Order has a lot of value and you build them up, it is going to be Thanos. The whole team is very good, but Thanos is the one that you put the resources into. Thing is part of that new Avengers team, and they are great in War and Cosmic Crucible. We also have Thor, who doesn't have a lot of value even on the Hero Asgardians, but because he has that tags for Wave 1 Avengers and Asgardians, he can be used in multiple teams. So I think he's a niche character. Infinity War Thor, let's build him up all the way to this nowhere team. He is a war character and has a little bit of value outside of that as well. Tigra, also a good character in war, part of that new Avengers. Same thing with Titania. Titania, part of that Masters of Evil, very good in Cosmic Crucible, great in Cosmic Crucible, actually, now that I'm saying that. So goes all the way up to the B tier category, and maybe even taking her to level 100, depending how serious you are about Cosmic Crucible. Toad is trash. Ultimate is trash. We have a Ultimus, which I think is a kind of a niche character. A lot of times, especially on the Masters of Evil, I'm pulling him off the team. Usually he's the first one to pull off the team. If you're serious about Cosmic Crucible and War, I don't know if they are still in that top team, but Ultron is a good character. I wouldn't say he's a great character at this point. Union Jack, US Agent, trash characters at this point. Thal is probably the best of the Bifrost, and this is a character that has value in Dark Dimension and outside of it as well, in the raids as well. So Val goes up to level 100 for me. Valkyrie is a niche character and is great on defense for the Hero Asgardian. It makes that team kind of tricky, especially if you get some kills. So good character. Venom is probably a character that you can leave just for the raids. I'm going to leave Venom as just a raid character. Hive Mind does have a lot of value outside the raids, but usually when I'm replacing someone on the team, Venom is the first to go. So build them up just for the raids. Not a lot of value for Vision. Not a lot of value for Viv Vision. Vulture is a great character. This is a character that I'm using more often than some of the other Superior 6, and I bring him all the way to level 100. War Machine, trash. Wasp, trash. White Tiger, trash. We have Winter Soldier, trash. Wolverine, man, I want it to be good, but he's a trash character. Wong has some value for War right now. He is a character that you're still going to use on the Darkhold team. Very good. X-23, I would say, is a niche character because of her rework. I think maybe down the road she'll have a little bit more use, but right now, very niche. Yelena and all her pockets, unfortunately, is a trash character. So is Yellow Jacket, so is Yondu, so is Yo-Yo, and great war characters in Zombie Iron Man and Zombie Juggernaut. Let's move in 2 steps all the way up to Cosmic Crucible and War. I think Hela has a little bit more value than these characters, which is why she's level 100, but the rest of the Undying, very good for Cosmic Crucible and War. All right, now that I'm looking at the tiers, I do want to make one switch, and I want to put Miss Marvel Hard Light up into the S tier. By definition, she is an Arena character, so the final look at the S tier characters: Apocalypse, Black Cat, Black Knight, Ghost Rider Robbie Reyes, Classic Green Goblin, Kang, Kestrel, Mephisto if you haven't, Quicksilver, Super Skrull, Void Knight, and Miss Marvel Hard Light. Those are the top characters in the game. The next tier below them are these characters. Let me know what you think of this list. Agree, disagree, and either way, agree, disagree. Hopefully you got some value and some entertainment from this video, and if you did, leave it a like. It is free for you, helps out the YouTube algorithm, helps out the channel. And if you want to see what are the 5 worst characters to farm, to build up in Marvel Strike Force right now, check out the video up there, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin, out.